Hey, what's up guys? Today I have a tool review from Bosch. I'm real excited about this particular tool right here. My years of experience as a home builder, this is my favorite tool to use. And in a minute, I'm going to tell you why. Alright, let's see what's inside. So what we have here, this is the Bosch 800 foot self-leveling rotary laser level kit with carrying case. So in case you're wondering why this is one of my favorite tools, let me explain. So my experience as a licensed turnkey home builder is that the rotary laser level, that represents that site visit when you know the part of the sales process is starting to get serious and there's a good chance you're going to be able to build a house for them. Before that time, there's endless hours of preparing quotes, talking, selling, getting the financing, looking at the township regulations, zoning, different permits, what's required. So all that time represents no pay and no guarantee. So when you get to this point, things are starting to look good because then you're envisioning where the house is going to go at, you're seeing the elevations, whether or not they can have a walkout basement, daylight windows. So you're basically laying everything out so you can get a site plan and then start moving forward. So that's why this is my favorite. So if I'm looking at quoting a walkout basement, we need to have at least 6 foot from the highest to the lowest spot as a minimum. So right now we're going to check it out. I'll see what the distance is from a low spot over here to a high spot up here. So after I test this out for a little bit, we're going to look at everything that comes included in this kit, and then we'll look at the specs. So let's start out and see what the distance is. I probably have somewhere between like 7 and 8 foot of fall from the highest part of my land to the lowest spot. Let's go back up to the table and take a look at the specs. So now we're going to see everything that's included with this set right here. It is really essentially a complete set. It even includes the batteries that you need. The batteries for this receiver right here, the 9 volt, and then it also has 2 batteries for this right here, 2 D batteries, which is really easy to swap those out. So as I mentioned, this has everything you need so you can hit the ground running. Let's take a look inside. The first thing is the main unit itself. This is the rotary laser. It's a GRL 800 self-leveling, which is awesome because I had one before that was not self-leveling, and it's so much nicer having that. And it has these nice grab handles right here. It's very robust and durable, and right there is where you hook up to the tripod. So what I like about this is really simple to use. The interface, not too many buttons, so if you don't use it for a while and you take it with you again, it's not like you need to grab the instruction book every time you go to use it. And then the next item is the receiver. And there's also a bracket for it, which it mounts onto this right here. Screws on there to the back. The next item is this right here. This is the Bosch Professional BT152. This is a aluminum tripod. Here's a look at the end. Has those ground spikes right there. Then the next item is the GR8C grade rod right here. So this right here, this extends up to 8 feet. Then right here, this is the WM24 wall mount. So I'm not sure how well you can see it. It has these 2 clips right here. This will mount to like a track on a drop ceiling, like the outside track, that L shape. You can screw it onto this right here, and then this adjusts up and down. So it's really quick, easy, and versatile for that. Then a pair of red laser glasses. So in the bright daylight, it helps to have these red glasses right here. It just helps you pick up the laser line a little easier. Wow. What do you think? Are these me? Oh, these are definitely strange looking. These are intense. In my experience, I don't use these too often because I normally am relying on the receiver. But it's what I like about the case right here is there's a really nice storage area, so you can just always have them right there when you need them. So I'm sure there's going to be a time you're going to wish that you have them. And then it comes with a red target card. So I don't know if you can see this out here. So this kind of just helps light things up a little bit. So in the daylight, once again, you can kind of see that light a little bit better. Yeah, what's cool about this, it has some built-in magnets. So if you want to put it like underneath like a steel beam or something, you can do that and hit your mark with it. And once again, this stores really nice in the case. And then last but not least is the nice carrying case. So with some tools, I don't always use a case like when I have like a drill and impact driver, but with this right here, it's essential to have a nice carrying case. So this looks like it's very durable and it'll definitely protect all this equipment right here. So now we're going to go to a retaining wall that I built out of landscape block, and we're going to see how level it is after all these years. So now as we're walking over there, we're going to take about 30 seconds to get a close-up look at all these items here. All right, what we're going to do right now, I'm going to put the laser level to the test, and I'm going to show you one of the features of it. So instead of it spinning 360, I'm going to have it focus so it doesn't go into the road right there. So let's say there's a whole neighborhood or kids or something over on that side. If I want to just concentrate the laser in one direction and not affect anybody else working or driving, let me show you how that works. All right, so let's turn it on first. If it's pretty close, it'll automatically start spinning, but it seems like it takes somewhere between 5 to 10 seconds. That's the widest. So we're going to just direct that right there. So you can see that on my hand right there. It's going to that wall right there, and then it will go right to the corner over there, pretty much. Okay, so what I'm going to do right now is turn this on. You can change the setting by hitting that button in the middle right there. That changes the sensitivity of it. There. So what I built here has a poured concrete footing, so it should have settled a little bit, but I'm hoping not too much. It still looks really nice. Before I built it, when I was kind of new to building retaining walls, the wall actually did collapse. I had a different design. So now when I rebuilt this wall, I made sure to have the proper drainage and the proper backfill with pea stone, things like that, so it doesn't have that pressure to cause it to collapse. So far, so good. There's the blue light just went up. So I went to this far corner right here, that's about a 1/4 inch off. This back wall right here, that's separate from this wall right here, so that's going to be a different measurement. So now that we're at dusk, I can show you on the garage door some of the different settings. So right now it's self-leveling. Let's change the speed. All right, so right now I have this on the slowest setting, so that's going to give you the brightest light. Next speed is medium setting. Then we'll go to high. So now that line is more faint on the garage door there. So I find it nice to have those options so you can have 3 different speeds. This part I think is really cool. This is what my other laser level didn't have. Well, also didn't have the auto level, but so check this out. So if you want to change right there. All right, what's cool about this, if you're trying to level just that little narrow area right there, you can do that first setting right there. So let's say you need it a little bit wider, then you hit the next button. And then you go to the third one. And my garage door is 16 feet, so it's probably about That's probably about 12 feet right there that it's shooting that distance. You do it one more time. This is interesting right here, so I can turn this to right there. See that dot? It's locked right there. So if you want to have, if you're trying to line something up, like here to the next one, if you want to draw a straight line of some sort, you can do that. Here's another thing you can do that's really cool. So what's cool here is I took this, I laid it on its side, so now it's shooting a vertical line like that. And then out the top, there's a single dot, that's the plumb line. So let's say I'm making a foundation, the basement's gonna be 30 by 60. So if I wanna make sure that it's square, I can just follow that line right there, 60 feet. And then take this dot right, where's that, right here. There's that dot. And that's gonna be a 90-degree angle. So if you wanted to square something up, you can do it with that. So then there's this setting right here. That's kind of like a bump setting. So if you turn it on, and then you turn that setting on right there, we'll just shut it back off again. That will let you know in case you're using this and then like the wind blows or like somebody bumps it and it moves and it shifts, that will let you know if something happens. Then you're gonna have to go through and remeasure again. So the tolerance of this is really tight. It's difficult to get that blue center line. So before I finish, I want to give you the specs on the box so you know exactly how accurate this level is. Let's look at the technical data. Electronic self-leveling, shock warning indicator, horizontal and plumb point operation, has vertical and 90-degree point operation, IP54 rating as far as being waterproof. The rotation speed's 150, 300, or 600 RPMs. And then the visible scan angle, 10 degrees, 25 degrees, 50 degrees, or 0 degrees. So now the accuracy up to 3/16 of an inch at 100 feet. The tripod maximum height is 5 feet. The working range, the diameter without receiver is 200 feet. Leveling rod maximum height 8 foot. The working range diameter with the receiver 800 feet. The mount thread 5/8 of an inch. And the kit GRL 800-20 HVK. So right here is a list of all the items included. Right now I'm just looking and estimating what I'm going to need for this future project right here. I have my truck over here, let me show you. There it is. And I have this yard right here. The issue that I want to fix is my driveway. I want to build it up so when we get rain, we tend to get a lot of water runoff that goes right over this area right here, the driveway. And then in the springtime, the water just sits there, it collects, and I have some potholes. And then when the water sits in there, it makes the situation even worse. So I do have positive fall all the way out to the road. So what I want to do is build up the center. So I'm planning on getting some limestone and then using this to build it up. So then when the water runs off that yard into this driveway right here, it'll just stay on the edge and go all the way to the road. The thing I don't want is that bowl in the center that I have right now, so I'm going to build it up so it's more like that. So right now I'm just checking to see what the elevation difference is from the center of the driveway where the pothole problem is over to the edge. So this particular job I'm going to be working on later this week, so if you want to follow me on Instagram, you can see my stories or on my timeline feed how that works. So my plan when I'm done is to have a nice crown on my driveway to help with the water runoff. So that's something you might want to check out on Instagram. So it's interesting, it's only a 3/4 inch difference from the one side right there to the center. So that's all you need is 3/4 of an inch over, I don't know, 5 or 6 feet for it to slope down. So I'm gonna build that up. So I'm hoping with my dump trailer, 1 to 2 loads will take care of that problem. So we'll see. So then after I complete the driveway project, then I'm hoping to take on some hardscape projects, some landscaping, retaining walls. I have 3 that I want to build. So it's going to be an ambitious job doing it by myself. Maybe I'll get some help for it, but that's something that this will definitely come in handy. So my goal of this video is to help you guys out if you're thinking about purchasing this rotary laser level kit. Hopefully this video was able to show you whether or not it's right for you. So I tried to put it through all the paces and give you my insight, what I think about this and how it works. So if you have any questions or concerns, please put them down below. I'll be happy to answer. And as I mentioned, I have a link that you can check out as well too, where you can see some questions that were answered there as well and read the reviews. So if you enjoy this video, you find it useful and informative, please give it a thumbs up and help support my channel. That's it, friends. Thanks for watching. See you next time.